What's up, TM Nation? Today we're diving into a brand new pair of open earbuds for 2025. These are the SoundPeats PearlClip Pro earbuds, which I've been testing for right around a month, and there's a lot to unpack with these earbuds. But before I get too deep into the nitty-gritty of my experience with these earbuds so far, let me tell you about why they caught my attention and some things that you should be aware of if you're considering picking up a pair. The first thing that caught my eye about these is the price. They officially retail at $59, but SoundPeats is offering a 30% off discount at the moment, bringing them down to $42, which is a heck of a deal. Now I know that you're probably saying another pair of budget earbuds, but stick with me because what we're looking at here is something that's competing with earbuds in the $100 to $150 range and outperforming them in some areas. Another thing to keep in mind is that open earbuds seem to be the thing in 2025 because just about every active audio company I've seen that offers earbuds seems to be putting out at least a couple of pairs just like this that don't go into your ears physically but sit on the tops of them and push the sound inward. When you crack the box open, you're getting a pretty straightforward package: the earbuds themselves, the charging case, your user manual along with other documentation, and a USB Type-C cable for charging. And again, since these are open earbuds and nothing is going down into your ears physically, you're not going to get any ear tips or anything like that included in the box. For the design of the earbuds, they've used this flexible silicone body with a titanium alloy wire running through it, and I have to say that the engineering that they use with these is pretty impressive because the earbuds themselves are incredibly durable, but they are also really lightweight. And when I say lightweight, I mean under 6 grams per earbud, which is crucial for something that could be in your ears possibly for hours at a time. And here is something clever that I think SoundPeats did with these earbuds, and that's the fact that there is no dedicated left or right earbud. You can use either in either ear, and when you put them into the case, they'll automatically reconfigure themselves as long as you leave them in there for 10 seconds. Now let me go ahead and talk about the comfort, because this is huge for any earbud you're planning to wear for extended periods of time. The flexible design means that these adapt to pretty much any ear shape. In my experience, they don't interfere with glasses or hats, which is a common issue that I have with other clip-on style earbuds. So far, I've worn these for leisure listening and exercise too, and they did a great job in both of those areas. They stayed in place well during my jump rope and jogging exercise sessions, and honestly, there were times that I forgot that they were even on my ears because they're so lightweight. They're also IPX5 water resistant, so even when I had them drenched in sweat during a workout, they never malfunctioned on me. On the more technical side, these are packing Bluetooth 5.4, which should give you pretty good connection up to about 40 feet. Of course, that is going to vary depending on walls and other obstacles, but in real world testing, I have been able to leave my phone up here in my workroom and walk downstairs to my kitchen, for example, without any audio dropouts or disconnections. They're also packing multi-point connectivity, which allows you to connect to 2 different devices simultaneously, and if you're a hardcore mobile gamer, they do feature a low latency mode too that will significantly cut down on any lag that you may be experiencing. For battery life, these will give you up to 6 hours of use on a charge with the earbuds, and if you include the case, you'll get about 18, which is not record breaking, but that's going to be more than adequate for most people. And I do want to mention that they do feature quick charging that will provide you about 2 hours of use with the earbuds from only a 10-minute charge. For the app experience, these use the Peats app, which is the newer version of their companion app, and the interface has been updated since I used it a few months back. Now you have several key features, such as the ability to see the charge left on the earbuds. You can also customize your listening experience by enabling the dynamic or taking the adaptive EQ sound test to have the app create a personalized sound profile tuned to your hearing. The app also gives you the ability to toggle on or off the gaming mode like I said earlier, but in it you also have a movie mode for those spatial audio effects. You can customize the functions of your touch controls, and there's even a Find My Earbuds feature that not only plays a sound through the earbuds but also shows you the last known location on a map. Alright fam, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 16 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming from the microphones on them. Now right now the room is relatively quiet, but I'm going to do my background noise test in just a moment. Give me a second. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these earbuds can go ahead and focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. And I can tell you that I've made quite a few voice calls using the earbuds, and I have gotten the feedback that sometimes I am drowned out by the sound going on around me. Now let's get into what really matters about these earbuds, and that's going to be the sound quality. I do want to mention that these are packing 12mm drivers, and in my opinion they do a really good job of giving you that surround sound feel. Out of the box they did sound more on the flat side to my ears, which is to be expected, but once I went in there and played with the EQs a bit, I was able to achieve a sound signature that I liked with some bass. That was surprising. And in general, once I got my EQ with these dialed in the way that I wanted it, it gave me a sound signature that was on par with some of my favorite open earbuds, which are the Soundcore AeroFit 2s, which retail for almost twice what these cost. The mid-range is where many earbuds in this price range struggle, but these handle those frequencies well because for me, vocals come through with this natural warmth that makes everything from podcasts to vocal heavy music a pleasure to listen to. The high end also comes through respectably detailed and crisp without ever getting harsh or sibilant even at the higher volumes. But what I really found impressive about these earbuds, especially because they have that open design, is the total soundstage that you get with them. The way that they position the drivers on these earbuds provides a natural spacious sound that, as I mentioned earlier, is not something that I get with similar earbuds, especially at this price point. But one gripe that I have with the sound signature with these earbuds is that I get they're trying to provide an authentic sounding bass response, and even though open earbuds certainly have made improvements in this area in the last couple of years, in general all of the pairs that I've tried recently still provide more of a synthetic and robotic type of sound when it comes to the bass response, especially when you're listening to something with those deep punches and rumbles. Now let me go over a few potential cons with the PearlClip Pro earbuds. Like I said earlier, the battery life is not outstanding. If you're looking for a pair of earbuds that will get you through a full 8-hour shift at work, these are not going to be able to do that without you putting them back into the case and letting them recharge. The case with these also does not support Qi wireless charging, which may be a deal breaker for some folks, and if you're the type of person that likes to wear your earbuds to sleep and you're a side sleeper, these may be uncomfortable for that purpose. However, at $42 with the current discount, these are punching way above their weight class. So if you're in the market for a pair of open earbuds, whether for work, exercise, or daily use, I think that you should give these a shot. The combination of sound quality, comfort, and features at this price point is pretty much unmatched at this moment.